Beast mode food attack.
Yummy!
Hey guys, my name is Louisa, and I am here to welcome you to Beast Mode Food Attack. Today we've got a challenge. Not just any challenge, but a history challenge. Let's take a look at the topic.
Hi, I'm Jossy, and I'm inspired to give you guys a challenge to recreate the expanding nation era of the United States with food. There are only a few rules to this challenge. 1, you have at least 12 topics that you guys think help expand the nation. 2, you have 1 hour to make it. And 3, you all have to explain why each of the topics fit the expanding nation area in 1 sentence each.
That's right, you heard her. Let's get started! Okay, so we have to sort of recreate the expanding nation era. So, you know, maybe we could like start off, because we know it starts out in the mid-1800s, and we also know that's a growth and change period for the nation, so.
We also know that many of the things triggering the expanding, like the idea of manifest destiny, which started in 1845 and then ended in 1853, like had like an overview like of what to do with the westward expansion.
Oh, there was also a lot of urbanization going on, like with many new items being invented.
Okay, how about we add a little bit of gold rush and maybe, you know, some more urbanization.
Ooh, the temperance and the Mexican War.
Yeah,
gotta have
totally.
tacos.
How about we add maybe abolition in there and maybe transportation?
Free enterprise.
Yeah.
Free enterprise.
Good.
Okay, so great thinking, guys. So everyone has the food ideas for each of their topics, right?
Yup.
Okay, let's get started, babies. Woohoo! I'll look at the ingredients.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lilly, and I'm going to be filling in for Louisa today. Today we have 2 of our chefs that are going to be on our program, Rylie and Yazzy. So could y'all tell us about what you're going to be doing?
Well, the basic topics we chose were manifest destiny and westward expansion. We decided to combine these two because we thought they were very, very similar, and both are related to the expansion of the U.S.
Our food decision was based off the blue gel to represent the U.S. in the mid-1800s, when John O'Sullivan first used the phrase, "from sea to shining sea." Also, the idea of manifest destiny spread. Everyone started moving towards the western portion of the U.S., also known as westward expansion.
When people started moving west, new transportation systems were made, and eventually the U.S. gained land all the way from present-day Florida to California through many, many treaties, such as the Adam-Onis Treaty in 1819 or the Louisiana Purchase in 1803.
Throughout all of this, by the time of 1853, the country had completed the idea of manifest destiny and westward expansion had taken place to create diverse population all over the U.S. The whole idea was shown in the jello, which was thrown in the west part of the room.
Hi, this is Lilly again, and I'm here with Rylie.
Hey, well, my next idea is based off of the idea of urbanization by creating a platform with holes in the ground to create space for buildings to grow, which I guess it could be represent the growth of the north parts of the U.S. after 1830. I'll be pushing the cities up out of the holes in the platform to show the growth of the cities in the northern section of the U.S., as well as the buildings will represent more factories being built and that the rural parts of the north are changing into urban. Hey guys, I'm Louisa. I just got back from Tokyo and had the best sushi ever. Well, anyways, today we have Chef Louie here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your dishes?
So for transportation, I'm gonna bake cookies and ice them with different forms of transportation improvement during the time period. This is meant to represent the many ways that transportation influenced the way of people moving. From railroads to steamboats, there were so many ways to get around from east to west.
Okay, so I heard you're doing an abolition one. So what is that about?
So basically for the abolition movement, I'm gonna bake a 2-layer cake to represent the people from the Underground Railroad and how they protected the African Americans, and it shows how it was mostly the Northerners that protected the African Americans, and shows how it was necessary for the destruction of slavery.
Okay, so our next chef we have here today is Chef Tripp. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your dish?
The delicious dessert we have baked in the shape of a railroad and other transportation to show the different ways to the west. I and Louie have decided to work together in this bake. The construction of the Transcontinental Railroad was considered to be one of the greatest American technological feats in the 19th century, creating a vital link for trade, commerce, and travel, and opening a wide variety of settlements in the West. For the free enterprise system, I have decided to call it capitalism because that is what it's called today. It's the general philosophy of an economic system that favors private ownership of the means of production, creation of goods or service for profit or income for one's business or self. Competitive markets, voluntary exchange, wage labor, capital accumulations, and personal finance. The government does not have any control over the market and property rights. I've decided to work with Yazzy by incorporating this into the muffin versus cupcake idea that the government doesn't control the entire country.
Okay, Chef Noah, how about you tell us about your Gold Rush 49er piece that I heard about?
Okay, so my final dish is a golden cookie crumble falling down a chocolate cake. I got the idea from the Gold Rush with the cookies falling from the mountain and the words Gold Rush. On the cake, I have yellow icing going down the mountain to represent the gold, and I have little cookie crumble pieces to represent the 49ers going across the West to get the gold. So the point of the cake is to show the 49ers getting the gold and the gold rushing towards the West.
So what are you guys doing?
Well, basically, Chef Noah over here is putting on the final touches to our Mexican War of Mexico and America, the hamburgers, tacos. And then in the middle, what she's doing right now is she's putting the Rio Grande, like the borderline, between the two so that it shows the Mexican War. Hey guys, what are y'all doing?
Well, we just finished our transportation cookies, and so we put blue gel on these 3 cookies representing the canals.
We used the black gel to show the railroads, and also the Transcontinental Railroad, which connected the West and East from 1869.
So what are you guys doing?
Well, since Yazzy isn't here, Noah came to work with me. So we showed that these are supposed to show the Bill of Rights and how the government can't control it all, and that's where I incorporated my system of free enterprise or capitalism.
For the free enterprise, we had cupcakes that had no icing on it, but then it gradually got icing, and then it turned into a complete different cupcake than this boring little muffin. And yeah.
And you can see that they're still going to become cupcakes.
Yeah, gradually.
Okay. So what have you guys got for us today?
Well, I just finished icing the abolition movement cake, and the purple icing is supposed to represent the white abolitionists protecting the African Americans, or the white icing representing the African Americans crossing the Underground River.
So what are you guys doing now?
Here we have the tempers movement with the normal cakes and the margarita cake. And for this, the cakes are to represent the people who don't use alcohol and who dislike the use of it. And the margarita cake stands for the people who excessively use alcohol just for fun. So here I have more of a group of more than one cake that is going to be represented. Let's start over. Jesus Christ.
To find out the results, tune in next week on History Channel at 7 p.m.